people.
And again.
And he said he's seen books and stuff. He used to have a bunch of books, but I don't know who's got them. I don't know if Gary, his brother's got them, or who. But he ended up having he died of internal bleeding. And then, like I said, Billy and Jeff and John, they've been mixed in with the...
What's Billy's last name?
Bayard.
Bayard?
Bayard.
Bayard?
B-A-Y-E-R-T. But,
I know that last name. That's weird. Bayard?
Yep, Bayard.
Bayard.
It's actually a Burgess, but...
Burgess?
Yep.
Yeah, Burgess. But that don't matter.
Anyway.
Billy and whatever. Okay, go ahead. Tell your story.
Jeff and John, they've been doing drugs and stuff for years, but getting stuff for attorneys. Parks, Brown, and what's that other judge? Can't think of his name. Starts with an H. But anyways, well, they come over. They said, come over to the house, have us do the drug runs in Cheyenne. We'd meet Omar down there in Cheyenne. Either that or we go down to the subsidized places down there in Denver where they were vacant and pick up drugs for judges, cops, you name it.
Now, when you picked them up, were they just from street dealers, or were they from other organized groups like your judges and lawyers and cops?
They were judges, lawyers, and cops, I believe.
So you'd pick it up from one group of judges, lawyers, and cops, and deliver it to other judges, lawyers, and cops?
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
But we always met in, like, a vacant building, and there's always two cops parked on both sides of the road.
So they were covering for you?
Yeah. When we pick them up. We go down on the motorcycle or in his truck, pick them up. Then we head up to Casper and deliver them. Have parties at the house. Like I said, Judge Brown, he has three-fourths cup of bourbon and like a fourth of a 7-Up or whatever. Quarter of 7-Up in his cup. They listen to rock and roll. They sit and bullshit, tell us all about how the judges work, how they can take it in somebody's life and get away with it.
And what kind of usages? Were they just using the drugs, or were they redistributing the drugs, or both?
Probably both. And the judges, I know Don Rissler, he used to have us pick up Coke, 5 8-balls. He'd keep 3 to himself and the other ones were going. So I know he distributed them. He had to.
I could have used them too.
Well, I know.
Probably picked some up for his buddies.
Like I said, we used to have messy parties with cops, you name it.
Well, I did too in Rock Springs and then Rollins years back. A lot of the highway patrols here, they were all fucking cokeheads and shit.
The only one that would not come over to the house was Officer Schultz.
Schultz?
Uh-huh. He wouldn't come to the house.
I know Schultz.
You know him?
Yeah.
You're a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't come over the house.
Why?
Don't know.
He just didn't want to be seen, or what?
Evidently, he didn't want to be seen by getting any. As they called it, the party flavors.
Yeah, well, you know Schultz is in on it.
Oh, I know he is, because Billy used to go take it over to a meeting somewhere.
Kind of like Bob Burgess.
Yeah.
Chet Engstrom, they all used to fucking use it here.
I wished I could remember that one cop's name. He married a Mexican gal. She used to work for Minimart. Down there in Fenner.
Now, Judge Ham, he's in Rock Springs or Raleigh.
Alright. Exactly that. Hubert. Judge Hubert.
Judge Hubert in Casper?
Yeah, he does it.
How would he do his?
Judge Hubert, he mixed. His wasn't a specific kind. He would do pot every now and then. He tried meth a couple of times at the house. But if he did do pot, he would put Coke, dip it in Coke to get that breathing or that numb feeling. He digged the numb feeling.
Huh.
Yeah.
Roughly, how many judges do you figure were involved in that? How many lawyers and how many officers that you worked with?
Oh, God.
Or that you supplied because they had needs?
Well, I know for sure 3, because they would come over every weekend on the judges.
3 judges?
Lawyers, there's Tom Sutherland. I can't think of the other one's names. There's like 5 of them that used to come over. Other than Dallas Blair didn't really do it. He went into that. He was more into drinking.
But he didn't care about the other officers using?
No. Like I said, we'd have a party and do the party flavors. And either we had alcohol, we had drugs, you name it. The house was packed. And he always done it when Melody, his daughter, was out of town or gone for a couple days. So she didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have been divorced.
Yeah, he was divorced, Billy was. With a kid. But she knew exactly what was going on. Kids aren't stupid.
Even here, they're talking about assassination.
She knew that he would beat me up and everything else. Like I said, and that's just like that funny...
Excuse me, if you listen to the background of this, you can hear them talking about assassinations and so forth. This recording took place around November, I believe. Just before they really began hitting us super major hardcore after disabling me for over 7 years. They hit us super fucking hard with electromagnetical microwave weapons to the point where we were all suffering induced heart attacks, one thing or another, induced dreams, tortured inside, burns on our heads, blood clots, bleeding internally up for 5 weeks, unable to move, walk, do anything. Not just 1 or 2, but I'm talking dozens, if not 30-some different people.
And they had the paperwork, like they did with me. Put it underneath the desk so nobody know, and you're stupid, you've been strung out on cocaine.
This here is testimony from a person, a friend of mine, that is a victim, but was brought into, forced into, trafficking narcotics for judges, officers, agents, detectives, etc., out of Casper, Wyoming, to every major city in Wyoming, including Aurora, Colorado. Recently, her daughters were just raped in Aurora, Colorado. One left nearly for dead in a field. They investigated. All reports vanished. There were no charges pressed by the officers. All evidence vanished. The senator, governor, and the judges refused to comment and say their hands are tied.
And I wrote in daily.
How many sheriffs do you think were involved in this?
How many sheriffs? There was 13 sheriffs for sure. I can't think of his name. He used to work over at Zypers back when he was a kid. And they used to distribute cocaine through the animals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And in the background, they're also talking about assassination. No assassination took place until January 8th, and that was on the federal judge and the Congress lady in Phoenix, Arizona. And that's in 2011. This here recording, statement testimony, was done back in November.
How many highway patrols or street beat cops do you think?
Oh, God,
at the same time, we caught them aiming the electromicrowave weapon they call the wand outside of the county deputy's office here at my house.
2 out of 20 didn't show up at the house. Did you get any on the street cops?
Also talking restraining order and protection order. Again, plotting it out a good 3-4 months before it took place.
I lived over there off of 310CY.
This is a misuse of law.
It was a really nice house. Had
This
window
is
doors and stuff.
devastating. This is not America.
You know, when I went up there to Casper and shit.
We have fought other nations to free their people from this type of assault. The only difference is Hitler, Hussein, the others, they killed their people in the open. Here, they're using electronic weapons and standing back anywhere from 30 yards or right next to your house or on the roof or 10 miles away or driving on the highway in front or in back of you to knock you out at the steering wheel, to torture you and or.
Move out of the way.
Basically, all human medical conditions are related to these weapons. For money, for profit. That's all we are. People are cattle.
But they didn't fuck with me on the way up there, or the way back, although I'd seen a few of them. But as soon as you left the motel, fucking one of them pulled in there and parked right by the motel by that road exit.
Yeah, I know, I've seen that.
He sat there and waited for me to come out. Then I came out and went across the street to the gas station, get some cigarettes and coffee and shit, and we just waited there for a few minutes, and then he took off. Trying to act like it's normal routine, but it wasn't. I know they're stalking it.
Oh, yeah.
But then without you and your driver's license, I'd be wondering, well, what the fuck, man? So I'm sure they know her. They know she's driving. And yet they show up just after she left, which could have been planned or not. 10 to 1, though, I think that they just wandered in our room after we left.
Oh, yeah. Check out what.
Now then, to put that on pause, this is where I get my recordings. This is through a fish tank. I am a 20-some-year victim. Due to me helping other people and trying to educate people, they are trying to assassinate me and the rest of my family. I believe my father and my sister are also connected, including my brother-in-law, as well as the federal judge and the Congress lady of Arizona. This is sound tone wave technology. This is all I can record right now. There will be more. I will play the court case. Everything else, all documents will be exposed to the people. I can only play 15 minutes worth of recording on YouTube. My name is Raymond Allen Taylor. God bless America. God bless the people. We're fighting for you. There's 21 organizations nationwide. Freedom.com of electronic assault, of torture, and murder of electronic weapons.